William here, Patriot Containers. I believe this is the 6th video I'm making of don't get scammed by a cargo container company. And this one is Google IP phone numbers. A lot of these multi-level marketing companies that might have an office here in America, 50% of their employees are in other countries. Scams are most likely in other countries. You're most likely not going to buy a container from somebody that has an overseas 011 phone number, and you're not going to place an order through a number like that. So again, in my videos, there's two types of scams. There's scams that offer you this unbelievably low price for a really expensive container, and then they con you into paying in a form of payment where you can't get your money back and nothing ever arrives, and you've learned the ultimate no-no. The second type of scam is where you buy from a company that offers the shittiest service you could ever imagine, but you never read into their complaints of what they've done to their customers. And I'll give you an example. They take 4 months to deliver. They show up with rusty old junk with blatant holes in it. But they promised you the world when they took your order, and then you find out that none of that was true, and there's nothing you can do about it because you've signed their terms and conditions. Those types of multi-level marketing companies, they have employees in other countries. And they're not hiding it either. I've seen their social media. I'm in this country. I'm in this country. You know, I'm your scheduler in Mexico. It's disgusting. It really is. And so anyways, yeah, you guys have all these overseas people you're talking to. But how to spot a scam, whether it's a legitimate shitty company or a legitimate scam that's going to steal your money. I'm going to give you an example. So I've owned patriotcontainers.com for 11 years, and I've owned my 888 number, which is my main number for my business. Like if I have a hat or a shirt or coffee mugs, I put my 888 number, and it's 888-611-5698. Well, back in February, some company or scam created patriotcontainers.net, and they basically stole everything from my website. It's a fake account, but I don't know why they actually put my 888 number. My advice is never ever place an order through this patriotcontainers.net. I don't know what the purpose is of it. I don't know if it's a real scam or not, but whatever it is, it's bullshit. But I'm going to call the number that they have. So it's 1-352-578-1716. And I'll put it on speaker here. By the way, this number says Florida, but the website was made in Lithuania. So if you're calling a salesperson and they have something that's set that is like this, don't buy from them. Watch. It's going to be the longest ring because of this video.
The Google subscriber you have called is not available. Please leave a message after the tone.
So anybody that has a number like that they're probably not in this country. It says Florida on their caller ID, but it's a Google IP phone number. To have a business in America and you don't have a cell phone or a landline, it's not a good sign. So yeah, I've called some of these companies in the past, some of these crappy companies. What they will do is, my videos that I'm making actually piss these companies off. They don't like you to see this information. They want to be able to rip you off and fly under the radar and continue lying to people and making as much money as possible. They don't want you to see my videos. I had one lady that called me, and she called me from a blocked number. And I usually don't, if you call me from a blocked number, I won't answer. Just won't. I'll let you go to voicemail. But then I go to my 800.com and I look up the real phone number she called from, and I called it, and it was a lady from Used Connex. I forget her stupid name. Um, and she's like, "Well, William, we really don't like your videos, and this is creating a really bad image, and we think you could do better." Well, you know what? If you ever Google that company, they have a lot of complaints, and they've been around a short time. And then she says, "The only reason we get complaints is because we sell our customers wind and watertight, and we don't tell them with what it is." I used to have that on a voicemail, or I had it on recording. It was hilarious. The reason we get all of our complaints is we sell wind and watertight, and we don't tell the customers what that is. Well, that's what I'm telling you. Wind and watertight looks like shit, and you shouldn't sell it. But if you don't tell customers the truth, they're going to complain. Well, you sell shitty containers, and you don't tell them the truth. That's why you get complaints. But yeah, when I called her back, she had a Google IP phone number. And I don't even think she's in this country. Me personally, I'm starting to think that some of these companies, even though they're very, very horrible, they might be also, and I don't know this for a fact, this is a guess, that some of these companies could be stealing money and not providing anything. But I don't know that for a fact. I do know that reading some of these complaints on these people, if you take in somebody's order and you still haven't delivered and it's 5 months later, you've totally failed and you have no more excuses to say. I don't believe you have drivers. I actually believe you're in the business of taking an order and waiting for somebody to cancel because you do not intend to deliver a product. And if you're going to charge them a cancellation fee, you're scamming people. So the title of this video, don't get scammed by a cargo container company. Google IP phone numbers. Don't buy from anybody that has a Google IP phone number. Or if it says potential spam too. So anyways, guys, have a great day. Goodbye.